In this video, we are going to cover about a couple of other interesting charts, which are stack chart and the waterfall chart. So stack chart basically says that what is my proportion, or if I want to see a particular quantity as a proportion of something, then how can I see that? It is like a stack. Stack is really one above another. It's more like a stack. So idea remains simple. You just have to select the data, click on insert. There's something called as column chart over here, and there you will find the option of stack over here. So this is a stack column chart, and this is a 100% stack chart. There's a difference between this and this. What is the difference? In this stacked column chart, I can have the values as well. So I can add this by clicking this plus sign and data labels over here. Okay, and I can format the label options as well from here. So what this basically means is, basically depicts that so agent 1 was supposed to sell 5,000, but it sold only 2,800. Agent 2 was supposed to sell 10,000, no, only able to sell 8,600. I just have to see the values, as in if my above chart, as in the orange one, is greater than the, or the length is greater than the blue one, then probably something is incorrect with that particular agent, something is incorrect with the strategy. So again, this is more like an executive dashboard or executive chart, where I just have to figure it out where my agents are lacking. So what agents are lacking? So I can directly see that this agent 2 is lacking, agent 1 is lacking, agent 5 is probably lacking, agent 8 is lacking by big margin, because my orange chart is far small compared to my blue chart, which is my he missed the target completely. But where in case of agent 3, visually it says that it has surpassed the target over here. So this is in absolute terms, as in not all agents are at the same line or on the same line. What if we want to convert everyone on the same line? Is what we want to normalize. How do we normalize it? So there is something called as 100% stack chart. So again, we will select the data, click on insert, click on chart. There is something called as 100% stack chart. Now, if you see, it shows me that all of them are on the same page, saying that it is 100%. Okay, now I can see that agent 8 has the highest target, or had the highest target and the lowest achievement. So if I take the percentage of this, so let's say this is target was this and goods sold was on the D column. So I will try to find out that what percentage of target has been achieved. So I will divide goods sold divided by the target, and I will drag this. It shows me that agent 8 had the lowest amount of target which has been achieved. It is easily understandable, because my blue chart is the highest in terms of when I compare it with the other agent. However, when I compare blue chart, it says me that agent 9 had the highest amount of achievement, because my blue chart is the shortest one. So this is how we interpret. Even if you see the data, it shows me that agent 9 had the 200% achievement, followed by agent 3, which had 110%. So data also shows that same as the chart shows me. So I can definitely say that um, agent 9 had the highest amount of sales, followed by the agent 3, where in case of agent 8 was the least achieved target, followed by agent 10, which is like 45%. So I can visually see that. So this 100% stack chart which is like a normalized chart. Everyone is stacked against each other, with the base as equal, which is 100% over here. So I can definitely use this chart to compare each other or multiple data points at the same time. So Excel gives me that functionality in terms of stack chart. There's another chart called as segregation chart or called as hierarchy chart, which basically tells me that which agent had the highest contribution, okay, in terms of the target. Okay, so over here I can see that agent 4 had the highest contribution, followed by agent 3, followed by agent 10, 2, 7, 9, 6, 1, 8, 5. So this is more useful. I think you would have seen this kind of a chart when on Wikipedia primarily or on the World Bank website, where they are comparing where the company or the country is getting income from. So it will be more like 96% from the petroleum, then 3% from the crude, or 2% from some other services, or 1% from the other services. So lower the contribution, lesser the size of my square, higher the contribution, higher the size of my chart. I can also have the numbers here as well. However, Excel does not provide that functionality. It just gives the size of the square. So visually, I can see that agent 4 had the highest contribution, followed by 3, 10, 2, likewise. So these are the basic three comparison chart, which is my stack chart, which is my normal stack chart, 100% stack chart, and the square chart, or primarily the hierarchy chart. So this is how I compare the data with each other. Then there is one other interesting chart which we use when it comes to a cash flow, which is named as waterfall chart or waterfall chart, which primarily tells me that what is my final balance and how over a period of months, days, years, how it has been shaped. So idea is simple. So it's like a waterfall. It appearance is like a waterfall. That's why the name is a waterfall chart. So the idea remains the same. I just have to select the data. I click on insert. Please note that this kind of chart was not available in the previous versions of the Excel. I think they have made available after 2013 version. So there is something called as waterfall over here. You click this. There is something called as waterfall chart, and you click that. The output is ready. Okay. Now let's understand this in a broader manner. So it says that it started with 1000, okay, or 10,000. In the first month, it moved by 10,000. So from 0, it moved by 10,000. Then on the next month, it got reduced by 2000. So it got reduced by 2000, and my final output was 8,000. In the month of March, it got reduced to 3000. So my final answer was 5,000. Then it again increased by 5,000. It again increased by 5,000, and I reached 10,000 again. Then there was a fall for 2 months, which is minus 6,000, minus 7,000. So 13,000 minus. So from 10,000, 13,000 minus is minus 3,000, which shows me here minus 6,000 and minus 3,000. Then there was an increase of 9,000, which is 3,000, 4,000 and 2,000. So I reached a level of 6,000 again. Then there was a fall of minus 3,000 in 2 months, minus 1,000, minus 2,000. So I reached to a level of 3,000. And then in the December, there is again jump of 9,000. So finally, I was at the level of 12,000. So if you sum this entire thing, your output will be 12,000, which is exactly what my chart is showing. 12,000. Okay. So this kind of an activity is useful. This kind of a chart is useful when you do a month-wise costing or a month-wise cost expense analysis. That did my balance go negative, or where will I go negative? Something of that sort of analysis if you're doing, then this chart will become extremely useful. It gives you the final output, and it gives the month-wise movement of the data as well. Since it moves like a waterfall, one step over the other, hence the name waterfall chart. It is extremely useful when you are doing such kind of movement analysis. So that's pretty much about this video, and that's pretty much about the existing chart. In the subsequent videos, we'll show how do you create dynamic charts in the Excel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.